Hello all. So what we're doing here is a little tutorial in raking and cleanup at Frick Park. So first thing I just showed up here today and I'm taking a look around and here's what I'm seeing. So first things first, you'll see that there are acorns all over this court. Let me pull them up here. These are as damaging as leaves are, because they get stepped on and then ground into the clay. Secondly, what we're looking at is this layer of leaves that's sitting here back by the fence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather up the equipment. I'm going to gather up the equipment and then we'll show where it is, and then I'll show you the basic techniques. Equipment can be found in three places. One is the green box, second is the pile of equipment in the middle, and the third is the concrete slab on the end. That doesn't mean everything is where it's supposed to be all the time, and you might have to fish around a little bit for it. So next we'll talk about the actual equipment we need itself. First, you'll need a wheelbarrow, which should be somewhere near the concrete slab at the end. Then you'll need the big metal cleaner, which should be with the other equipment, and then finally you need the two rakes and a shovel. One of them's a rake with plastic tines, the other one is a rake with metal tines. They both have their own purpose, and the shovel, well, here is a very simple process of gathering up the acorns. First, get the heavy metal brush and sweep them all to one side. Then after you're done that, go back over to pick up the remnants, kind of zigzag over them. Next, use the plastic tine rake to bunch them down toward the fence, and also to finally scoop them up into the barrow using the same rake. You use the tines as a sift to try to keep as much material as possible on the court and out of the barrow. So I'll just let the video run and you can see how this all works. Here is our final nice little pile of acorns and a few stray leaves. Next, on to the leaves. Use the metal tine rake to clear the leaves from the bottom of the fence, but after that, use the plastic tine rake to put them into nice, neat piles. I'll show you the piles at the end, and then we'll load them into the wheelbarrow. Here we have a nice full wheelbarrow of leaves. When you're done, take the wheelbarrow, roll it outside the fence, go down the path a little bit, and then dump it underneath one of the trees that's on the left side of the path. That should pretty much do it for leaves and acorns. Our next topic is ginkgo berries. The final part of fall cleanup at Frick relates to ginkgo berries. They fall from the trees onto the baseball side of the courts into the deep backcourt. The basic process is to rake them up using the plastic tine rake, and then use the shovel to get them into a barrel, and then dump them into the usual spots. Don't worry about the extra material you might pick up. The berry juice stinks pretty good, and mostly worry about keeping it off your hands. So if you can help us with all these tasks, that'd be great. If you can do a little, that's great. If you can do more, that's even better, but we'll take whatever we can get. Thanks, and happy cleaning.